you receive an unofficial refusal from the trademark office for the likelihood of confusion with other marks, what are the chances a response will lead to a registered word, mark, or image? I am not a lawyer. This is not a legal advice. I'm simply sharing my experiences, meaning that in questions like that, in the first case, you need to consult your attorney and see what is the best way to act. It happens a lot. When you file for a trademark, you may be opposed by another party, by another trademark who already has a registered trademark, so they may be notified about you registering a trademark and they may object to your registration. As well, USPTO can object to the registration by saying that your trademark is, there is a likelihood of confusion. And in both cases, you can, or your attorney can tell you what's the best thing to do. So basically, from my personal experience, if an existing brand objected to your registration, typically there is a chance that you can negotiate an agreement that will be acceptable for both parties. It means that your attorney needs to contact the lawyer of the objecting party and they need to negotiate a deal done. So not always the deal is acceptable for you, but at least there is a conversation possible and you can see what is it really that they're objecting to. Most of the time they're not objecting to the whole thing, but they just want to have a certain agreement in place. Well, actually, I don't know whether it's most of the time, I have to say. But it is possible to negotiate in such a case. And another case is if USPTO says that there is a likelihood of confusion with other existing brands. So what makes sense is to talk to your attorney about the rules that define the difference between two different trademarks. So in what case can you say objectively that two trademarks are not similar and cannot be confused? Are there any rules? And then if there are such rules, then you apply these rules to all the trademarks that USPTO says your trademark can be confused with, and then you can address them one by one. If your trademark is within the rules of difference to all these others, then there may be a space for negotiation. But if your trademark does not comply with these rules for at least one of the trademarks that are existing already, then it may be that you cannot register your trademark. So what does it mean? It means that you need to come up with a new trademark, or you have to change the name in a certain way so that you can register it. In this case, again, I recommend to talk to your attorney and show her all these new ideas of yours so that she can advise you whether there is more likelihood of one or another brand to be registered. Your attorney can talk to USPTO, can ask questions. So this is the best way to handle it. In the first place, to see whether your brand is within the rules of trademark difference, and if not, then showing to the person who's responsible for your registration at USPTO the new ideas of yours, asking for which one of those names has more likelihood to be registered. This is a stressful experience for most creators who get refused by USPTO, but it is a common one. It is something that is common and something that we have to deal with. This is why the rule counts do not get attached to your trademark until you have really registered it.